Hi everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY I'm going live for a second time today to show you some bracelets that I made out of this lace that I picked up at Hobby Lobby just a few days ago. It was 40% off and this is what it looks like. Anyways, I'm excited about this. And I'm looking at my hair thinking, holy moly, what happened? Well, I don't know if you were with me this morning, but I was out on the front porch at our house doing the porch sitters thing. And boy, was it hot and humid out there, which is why I have this crazy little flip. Anyways, so this project is made with supplies from all over the place, from lots of different craft stores, Hobby Lobby, Walmart. I've got vintage buttons here. I have hammered metal buttons. I'm going to tell you about that. Really cool. I have some beads, some miscellaneous knickknacks. It's just a hodgepodge of what I had on hand. So let's jump right in and get started. And as you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions. And of course, feel free to sprinkle if you would like to. Hi Nellie. Hey Sheila. Hey Margie. Hi Beverly. Hey Katie. Hi Catherine. And Lynn. I missed all the people before. And Myra. There's lots of you hopping on. So let me put my camera down and let's get started. All right. I love this lace. With the 40%, it was $5.99 and it's a big spool. And with the 40% off, it ended up being like less than $4 for that whole roll. And you guys, look at what a pretty bracelet you can make. This is just plain. We're going to jazz it up. But let's see if I can get it attached with this little toggle thing. Oh my word. Okay, I cannot do it with that hand. But anyways, this is what it looks like. And essentially all I did was measure my wrist and then I cut a piece of this out a little bit longer. So let's do that. We'll start at the very beginning. I have 4 different bracelets to show you and we're going to dress up 2 of them. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just go with this length that I have right here. And I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger so that I can fold it under on the ends. Okay, this lace tends to unravel quickly. So all I did, I think you guys can see okay, right? All I did was take, this is Sure Bonder glue, low temperature, that's good for fabric and just about anything else. And I just put some glue on the end of it and sort of folded it over on itself. And I think I'll cut out these wonky pieces right here. Let's add a little bit more glue to just make sure that it's all glued down. This is the easiest project, you guys. You're gonna say, I didn't need to watch her to do that. But maybe you'll get some idea. I mean, you really don't. But maybe you'll get some ideas for different ways that you could do this from watching me. Okay, so there's one end. Easy, easy. And let's do the other side. If you're making this for a gift, try to think about the person and what size their wrist is. Because you don't want to make it too small or way too big. Okay, so here's what we have. And then all I did was I took some of these little, and I don't know the vocabulary, you guys. I have a ton of jewelry making supplies just from fiddling around, but I don't have any official training, so I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that actually know this stuff, and I don't. I just like to play with it. I'm a, what is that, how's that saying go? That I do a jack of all trades, a master of none. Okay, this I noticed was not, see what it is? It's got those little teeth on it. You pinch it shut and it has a a little eye right there so that you can put a little loop through it. Well, it was too narrow. I couldn't cram my, well, maybe I can cram my lace in it this way. So I'm just gonna push it in the best I can. And then I'm gonna take some of these handy dandy little pliers. And pinch it shut. Oops, I'm showing you the wrong end. Let's do the other side. I want to get out and get some bigger ones of this that would go the whole length of the bracelet, but it just didn't happen. It's been a busy day. Okay. So what are you guys up to today? Oh, Melanie says that that's how she describes herself. A jack of all trades, a master of none. Yeah, I think it's good to be that way personally, because then you have a lot of different experience in a lot of different things. Okay, I did not put that on straight, but it's okay. For purposes of this demonstration, I would probably take it off and fix it. And then I just have a bunch of little jump rings and stuff. And so I would just attach a jump ring to these two little eyes and then put a toggle or whatever kind of clasp that you might have on it. Okay, and there's lots of different ways that you can dress them up. This one was the first one that I did. What do you guys think about that? I was getting creative. Let me tell you what I did. A few years ago, I did a ton of crocheted necklaces with little seed beads on them that look like this idea. You know what I'm talking about? These kind of things in all different colors. And so I just got it. I have this string in a lot of different colors. I don't know what it's called, but I can tell you because I have one that's not even open in here. This is my jewelry box. Okay, this is what it is. It's called S-Lawn bead cord. I'll take a picture of it and put it in the comments in case any of you guys want to look that up or get some of that on Amazon or find it in a craft store. Okay, so I just took some of that and then I took one of my funny, I'm sorry, I'm just rambling. My soft needle has disappeared. It's one of those ones that's flexible. So I'm using a flosser. And the funny thing is I had used these for a while for some other craft projects. And then I couldn't find it one day. Let me hold it right here so you can see. That's what they look like. And I was telling everybody, I can't find these. I didn't know that they were dental flossers. And Donnie King, this sweetheart, one of the followers here at DiyDreaming, she sent me a whole package of it and she said, enjoy, take care, and be safe. God is good, Donnie King. So I got these out. I put my little S-Lawn cord or whatever it's called through the dental flosser, and then I just threaded a variety of beads on it. And what I did is I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time. You can kind of see that. And then I attached it to the back with a knot, and then I did 5 more, and then I did a knot, and then I did 5 more. And my thought was, I like the movement. But if that bothers you, you could always take some glue and just, once they're threaded on there, just glue them down so they don't jingle. So that's one bracelet idea. And that same idea, where is it? Oh, okay, I was fiddling around with some more of this stuff before I came live. And these are just these little metallic seed beads that I have. And I just strung them on the same thing, and you could literally just tie it onto your bracelet and then glue it down. and it would be a pretty decoration down the center. What do you guys think about that idea? Okay, you like the movement too. Yay! Yeah, so there's so many options, and I just am using what I have. So if you have any jewelry making supplies at all, or ribbons or that kind of thing, or buttons, use what you have. Okay, so let's put a couple together. All right, this one is similar, but I mounted that lacy ribbon on top of some of this wired burlap ribbon that came from Dollar Tree. And then I just glued the edges down. All right, and it was way too fat to get in those little crimpers. So I just put a big hoop through it, and I added the stuff for a toggle bracelet. So that's what it looks like. And it's pretty cute. And now what I want to do is figure out what I should put on it. We have several options here. Okay, one option is that we could take a bunch of these bigger mother of pearl buttons that are vintage that I have, that have sort of gray tones. We could put something together like that. Do you like that one? We're putting it on this lace from Hobby Lobby is basically what we're doing. And then the underneath is this, and it's just wired ribbon from Dollar Tree. So that would be one option. Or I could use like real white mother of pearl buttons and just do, you know, a variety of different sizes on there, that idea. Or, I have a lot of options here. These are some pretty things that I cut off of a necklace a while ago. They're just super iridescent. They're little mother of pearl things. And you could do like some kind of a little wavy thing. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Like a design, more of a design with these. What do you think about that idea? You like the first one so far. Okay, well, you guys tell me what you think. Whatever we don't use, we'll have available for this one. And then I have one with some rolled drop cloth rosettes that I made with drop cloth. So stay on to the very end because I'm going to show you that one last. You like the big buttons. You like these ones the best so far. The ones with the gray tone. Okay, another option is I have a bunch of these real creamy vintage buttons. You guys, these are carved out of bone. Of course, it's not human bone. I'm not sure what kind of bone it is, but I could do some kind of a design with that. I'm not sure that I think that matches. Although I love these buttons. And I would work it out so that it had the right pattern. Everyone's saying first one. Well, except, okay, now when you say the last one, Dawn, do you mean these little iridescent ones or do you mean the bone? Okay, and then I have one more option for you, which I guess I'm speculating that you guys have never heard of this. I went through a jewelry phase like, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, and I made a ton of it and I gave it away for Christmas, birthdays, you know, all that kind of thing. And I had also just started collecting buttons, and I had all these metal. They're not valuable, just those puffed hollow metal buttons. And I saw on Pinterest this idea where you hit them with a hammer and they smash flat and they look more like coins almost. What do you guys think about that? So all I did was go outside with a piece of board and my big buttons and my little rubber mallet, and I just whacked them until they were flat, and then they ended up looking like this. So we could do something. I do want to do one of the bracelets with this because I love this idea. I think these look seriously like they're old coins. What do you guys think about the smashed buttons? Little ones look like leaves. Oh. Okay, let's go with the first suggestion, and I'll save these for, you know what, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do the big ones on this. And I have my glue gun all heated up. You could, of course, sew these on, but why would you do that when you can just use a little blob of hot glue and get it on in 2 seconds flat? Really. Okay, and I put this first center one on at an angle so it looks like a diamond and not just like 4 holes in a button. And then I'm gonna, I have a ton more, but this is what I've pulled out. We'll do, how about that design right there? Or do you think it would be better to do small ones? And then, no, I like the big ones. What does this one look like? This is a really pretty one. Hey everyone. Okay, Marjorie says she likes the smash buttons. We'll put those on another one. Okay, let's just finish putting these puppies on and we'll go on to another bracelet and we'll do something with that. And then at the end, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna show you, oh goodness, my bracelet that I made with painter's drop cloth, and I made some rosettes for it. I haven't glued it together yet. Maybe it would be easier if I just put the glue on the bracelet and then I wouldn't have to hold on to the buttons. So for those of you that saw my porch sitter thing this morning, I'm so curious to know what you thought and how many of you guys are gonna order that stencil, the porch sitter stencil, and participate in that. One of my friends, Susie, said that I should call it Porch Sitter Palooza. Anyways, let me know in the comments if you're planning to participate in that. I hope you are. There we go. What do you think? Isn't that cute? Of course, you could always layer more if you wanted on the top. Awesome. And this whole thing probably cost less than 50 cents. Is that disgusting or what? Okay, let's do another one. I've showed you this one. Let's do this other one that I have put together with the toggles and everything. And let's, you know what, let's use my smashed buttons for this one. Okay, you guys good with that? Tell me you get the, where do you get the bracelet at? Well, the bracelet I made, I just cut it out of this. This is ribbon that I got just this week at Hobby Lobby. It was $5.99 and it was 40% off, and it's a huge spool. Oh my gosh. I don't understand how they could even make it for that amount. It's so nice. So that's what it's from. I think I'm gonna use this one, this smashed button in the center. I also like how quick these come together. I have a very short attention span, and I like my crafts to be quick. And this is definitely a quick craft. if you guys decide to do this project, you know, I'll look at all the comments when I'm done. I love it that you guys are talking to me. Talk amongst yourselves too if you want. But anyways, I try to, when I get off of a live, I always go through all of the comments and I read everything that you've written, and I try to reply to as many as I possibly can. Sometimes Facebook makes it kind of hard. I don't know why they do that. But they make it so I'll scroll and then it'll automatically scroll back up and then I can't get down to something. I don't know, it's crazy. Well, I obviously did not do a very good job spacing this, but it does not matter, right? What do you guys think about that one? Yeah, I might add something else to it. Possibly even, I might do this again. I have enough left where I have it on this piece of wired burlap ribbon. I don't know. Okay, and then the one that we just put together, what should we do? Do you guys think we should do these little wavy mother of pearl ones? Should we do the bone or should we do the white? Let's see what the majority of the comments are. The one with smash buttons is cute. I love it too. So those smashed buttons are just, let me see if I can find some to show you. I have more buttons that I haven't even gotten out. This is my metal button box. And the metal buttons that I smashed are not special at all. But they do have to be hollow, okay? So they look, a lot of them look like this. That kind of thing, or like this. A lot of them came off of men's suits or jackets. And you literally just lay it down and hammer it with a rubber mallet until you get it as flat as you want. I have a lot of other really pretty buttons in here too that I would never smash in a million years. Look at this one. Anyways. Okay, so what did we decide? Which one? Okay, I see mother of pearl. I see bone. White. Combo. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see, what were the other comments? Bone. So far, it's pretty evenly matched. How do you smash them? You put them on a piece of wood on your driveway. This is how I did it. Not fancy. I don't have a tool area or anything outside. And I just laid them on a piece of wood and then I just hit them until they were flat. And it smashes the little loop that's on the back down, and then it smashes the front, which is hollow usually for these. It just smashes them flat. Okay, let's see. You know, I think I'm gonna hold off on this one. I'll figure it out when I'm off camera and I'll show you guys how it turns out, because I feel like I wanna add something different to it. Let's move on to the rolled drop cloth one. Okay, so basically what I did to create this is I took some of our drop cloth that we use for a zillion different projects. Let me come up here just a little bit. And I got a piece that was about the right size for my wrist. And I just tore it and frayed it. Probably I'll use that fray stop along the edge once I get it all completed, okay? And then I laid a piece of, pretend this isn't a bracelet already, a piece of our lace ribbon on it, and I glued it down. All right, and this is what I have. This is what the back of it looks like. It's not fancy, but oh my gosh, it's so cute. And I definitely will put some fray stop along the edge because I don't want this to fray any more than what it already is. Can you imagine that? Wouldn't that be darling? And if you have teenage daughters or granddaughters that are bored, you should run over to Hobby Lobby and grab some of this ribbon and, you know, get your stash of crafting supplies out and let them make some jewelry. This is very boho, which I'm told is very in with younger people. It's probably too big and too, maybe not. With the right thing, it might be okay. But anyways, the younger people would really love that. Okay, and then I made a couple of our rolled drop cloth rosettes on this little piece right here. Do you guys want me to show you how to do the rolled rosettes? The blue jean rosettes would be awesome too. Yeah, I've been looking at bracelets made out of blue jeans and I just don't have a good pair that I can tear up right now. So my plan was to just glue this trio of rosettes right there in the center. Several of you guys say you love it. Okay, let's do a rolled drop cloth rosette. Let me get all these buttons out of the way. Because I know there's new people on this page that haven't seen it already 100 times. And I know some of you guys have. But, okay. So this is just a little corner. Do you guys want to see what my drop cloth material looks like to start out with? That would probably be a good idea. Right? Okay, here it is. This is what I'm using. It's called Medium Duty Canvas Drop Cloth from Everbuilt. This happened to be a 2-pack, and I got mine at Home Depot. It's 8 ounces, whatever that means. And it's really stiff and not soft, but as soon as you wash it, it really softens up, and I love this color. This is the, I've been through 3 or 4 of these in the last 2 years. So I would definitely recommend this brand. And this color, it's sort of an oatmeal-y color, and it's not super gray. Okay, let's bring our little, oh, and I have a little piece of lace that will weave into it also. And I'll put the camera down in just a second. You guys, while I was at Hobby Lobby, I also got this, which is the end of a sweater sleeve. And I'm thinking that you could do some cute bracelets with this idea too. And it was also 40% off. Okay, so I'm gonna get some. I like to do my rosettes with really stringy drop cloth. So to do that, you just cut a little notch and pull it. And this is what you get. And this is perfect for doing a rosette. And then I'm just gonna take a little chunk right here. And this is what we glue on. Okay, normally I tell people when we're doing a longer one to tie the end of their rosette in a little knot and then glue it in the center. But I don't really have enough here. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna pinch the 2 ends together and glue them. And then I'm gonna do it one more time. So I have sort of like a little, it's not a knot, but anyways, this looks so messy and unattractive. Then, okay, then what you're gonna do, okay, is you're gonna put a blob in the center of your little piece here, and you're gonna set your center in there. And then this is like a rolling and twisting motion. I like to go to my left, but you need to do what's comfortable for you. So you're just gonna start rolling it. Can you guys see how I'm rolling it? Here. And then you're going to pull it around the center, and you want to put your glue underneath it as close to the center as you can. And then you just push it in. That's what I have so far. So, and you might have noticed that I have my little piece of drop cloth folded here so that you can see all the shaggy edges on both sides. Okay, so I'm going to continue twisting it and roll it around the center and put some more glue down. Same thing, I'm rolling it and twisting it around the center. I'm doing the same thing 1.5 more times roughly. And there's no precise amount of times that you need to go around. It just depends on how big you want your flower to be. And also how tight you roll it. Sometimes ending it can be a little bit of a challenge. So this is what I have right now, and I'm going to clean this little end up just a little bit. Try to essentially just glue it down. Okay, so there we go. Now, one thing we could do if we wanted is we could have put this little strip of lace in there, but I forgot once I got started talking. And okay, then I would look all the way around it to see that it's glued down all the way around, and then you just take some scissors and trim it however you want it, just close to where the rosette is. Oh my gosh, have we made a lot of these or what? If you're new to DIY Dreaming and you haven't made any of these yet, you need to give it a try. You can do this same idea with any kind of fabric, with ribbon. And what I did on this one, this is 3 of them all glued onto one piece that I then cut. I put some hot glue on this little curly Q on the 2 outsides, and then I just grabbed a bunch of those little white and gold and silver and clear seed beads, and I just sprinkled them on and pushed them in. So here's our bracelet, which I have to get some bigger of the little crimper things to hold it together, and I still need to put my the fray check stuff right here. But I'm basically just going to glue this right there in the center. And then let's see if we want to do anything else. I don't know. And you could make your drop cloth wristband thinner if you liked, or thicker. What do you guys think about this idea? Kathy says cute. This is an easy peasy flower to make. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. So, I mean, we could go on if we wanted and add some buttons or something to it, but I think it's pretty cute just like it is. So I don't think I'm going to add anything else to it. What do you guys think? I do need to get these things, these little crimper things, but I want longer. And I was just using what I had at home from past projects. So next time I'm at a craft store, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, anything like that, I'll just go into the jewelry section and see what I can find. Let's see what you guys are saying. You love the one with the rosettes. I like it too. I'll probably glue it down a little bit better, but it's gonna be flexible. I think it turned out pretty cute. And it looks like a DIY Dreaming project because it's made out of drop cloth and it has frayed edges. So these were the ones that I made and that you watched me make, those 2. and this one, and was that all we did? Or, oh, and this one. Oh, Joanne's has freight check. I have some too. I'll show you what it looks like. I have everything. Well, except for those little crimpers that I really need. This is what my freight check looks like. And I'm pretty sure it just came from like Walmart or something. It's not fancy. You literally just squeeze it just a little bit and put it right along the line. I'll do it on the underneath, but it dries clear. And where did I get the lace ribbon? Good question. Okay, this is the lace ribbon, and I will take pictures of it and put it in the comments. It came from Hobby Lobby this week, and it's really nice. I love this stuff. It was $5.99. Where am I? And golly, I'm trying to get it so you can see it without the glare. And also so it's sort of straight up and down. And it was 40% off. So I knew immediately that I was gonna be making bracelets out of it. And then I'm sure I'll do a bazillion other craft projects with it because there's so much on here. Let's see, are there any other questions? Okay, Sharon is opening a craft gift shop. You should make some of these. Oh my gosh, you could charge like, I don't know, $10? Or maybe even more if you dolled it up a little bit more. And I bet you could sell some of them. Here's the smash buttons. So, okay, the last thing I want to tell you is if you guys decide to make any of these bracelets out of this lace or anything else, I would love it if you would share your pictures over at Dreamy DIY. What is Dreamy DIY? It's a Facebook group that I created 1 year ago, and there's like almost 7,000 people that have joined that. You just go to Dreamy and then there's a space, DIY, Dreamy space DIY. In your Facebook search, and then ask to join, and I'll say yes. And then you'll be a member of that group, and the first thing I suggest that you do is just click on the photos button and scroll all the way back. You're gonna see some amazing projects. There's some amazing crafters over there that are so generous to share all their ideas. Anyways, if you do any of these, I would really love it if you would share pictures over at Dreamy DIY of what you make. Where am I? And as far as this goes, feel free to sprinkle. Let me know if you have questions. Be looking in like a half an hour, and I'll take pictures of these bracelets, and I will take pictures of this, and I'll put a picture of this in there, and I think that was pretty much it. So, thanks for joining me. I will see you again first thing tomorrow morning. I'm trying to think of what is my project. Oh, I got it out and then I've completely forgotten. Okay, do you guys remember how I said I wanted to learn how to do macrame keychains? Well, I have been fiddling around with that. Where is it? And I haven't figured out all the different things. The only one I can seem to really remember is this one that makes a twisted little, it looks like a DNA chain. But this is 4 long pieces, and you do this with 2 of them separately, and then at the end you pull them together and tie it in a knot, and then you tie the bottoms in knots. So maybe I'll do this tomorrow. If I can, I need to figure out at least one more pattern, and I'll, would you guys like to do macrame tomorrow? Or, you know, the other thing I've been wanting to do is pull out my Icon Art custom stencil maker, because I purchased some new Bible verse images from a dealer on Etsy. I could not believe how inexpensive they were, and they're awesome. And so I was thinking that I might make some stencils tomorrow and do something. I might borrow my friend Sherry's recent idea, and do some watercolor art with stencils on it. Or this, or possibly both. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully again tomorrow. If you haven't already liked and followed DIYDreaming, do that. And ask to join the Dreamy DIY, and I'll see you soon.